A confirmed new monthly candle for Bitcoin as a massive bearish cross comes to collect its warm, frothy milkage. And a brand new 6-hour bullish cross looms imminently. The battle of the boinkage begins. As a child, my coach always used to tell me, get back on the bench, you will never play on this team. I'm your host, Chester Chugalot, and boy oh boy, welcome back to an absolutely rumpalicious, extra special late night webisode. What is going on? Look at this, a brand new monthly candle for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Binance Coin. I could go down the list for hours, but I will not. Absolutely insane, and as well, so much more going on, guys. We have got to dig in. This is the calm before the storm, the dump before the pump, the hurt before the squirt. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe. And without any further ado, let's dump on in. Scissor me timber. So guys, yesterday we got a new fresh weekly candle, and today we got a new fresh monthly candle. Absolutely nutty. 29 days and 22 hours until the next monthly candle. And as you can see, it has been a brutal month. I mean, looking on this monthly chart, this is honestly one of the worst monthly candles we've seen in Bitcoin history. I would say that it's probably one of the top 5, maybe even, top 3, but let's just say top 5 worst monthly candles for Bitcoin in the history of Bitcoin, okay? Now that is saying a lot. So obviously one of the worst ones before this one that we just got closed, confirmed, is back here in March of 2020, and it was one of the best opportunities to long and to buy cryptocurrency in history. Now, will that repeat? Is that in fact what we are seeing now? Well, button down your trousers and let's dive in. So if we start here on the daily chart, guys, here it is. We talked about this in the last update, and now we have the cross. So this is the 21 daily moving average going below the 200 daily moving average. And I'm just going to be honest, that's not a super bullish cross. In fact, a bearish one. But we've seen so much consolidation. Again, I think everyone watching these videos knows my opinion, as I've been repeating myself for the past however many days ago. May 19th was when we got this initial drop, at which point on the day of May 19th, I said, I think this is going to be the bottom. But with that being said, the next few weeks is not going to be fun. We are not going to be setting new all-time highs. It is going to be painful. There is going to be fear and uncertainty and absolute doubt over and over and over again. But lo and behold, here we are now starting the new month of June 2021. So guys, on the daily chart, not a great sign. And as well, I actually just want to point this out as well. On the weekly chart, I was talking about this cross back here in April. I kept pointing it out, but I didn't really say too much about it other than the fact that there was a very big weekly MACD cross coming, and it just did not look good. And with that being said, wow, on the weekly chart, it just looks so devastating. But with that being said, as I've been saying, I think the worst of it is over. That does not mean we're going to be heading to new all-time highs and still get these dumps along the way. As in fact, just about an hour or two ago, we had a nice move to the upside for Bitcoin, and we're going to delve into that as well. But before we do, on the 6-hour chart, we have a final sign of hope in the short term, and that is a potential bullish cross. Now, the last time we had any kind of cross on this was back on May 12th, which was pretty much the peak of Bitcoin's price, after which Bitcoin completely just took a massive dumpiness to the downside. It's been absolute carnage, pain, and suffering since then. However, I personally think this is one of my go-to indicators and timeframes and just overall charts I've been looking at, that again, I get some confidence out of this. We're going to be most likely getting a bullish cross here somewhat soon. I would say by the middle of this week here, going into potentially Thursday. But overall, I think there is some renewed hope. And pretty much we had a nice move to the upside just about an hour or so ago, because as we talked about in yesterday's video, we got this bullish cross right here. We had this nice little bullish cross, at which point I said, I think we're going to be making a move up to, test these fettuccinis again, at which point we did. We came up to this point of control right around 38,000. We got a little bit of a rejection, basically right exactly at 38,000 US dollars. But overall, guys, the structure of this is still pretty good. And here's what, this is kind of the takeaway point in terms of the TA of this webisode, is that whether we have another swing down here, potentially revisiting 34.5 to 35,000 or so, or we can hold here and actually make a move up. I think that we are going to see a massive move out of this pattern soon. So for the bears, that means that another retest here of about 34 and breaking concretely, I think, below 34,000. That is the opportunity that the bears will take to try to actually push this once and for all below $30,000. If there's going to be an opportunity for Bitcoin to get pushed below 30,000 US dollars, I think that it will be coming the very first week of June 2021. So I personally don't think we're going to be kept waiting for this move. However, if we have any chance of a hope of a short-term reversal, avoiding any more cataclysmic collapse and actually breaking 40,000 once and for all, this is also our final hope here, I believe. And it's all going to be happening before June 6th or 7th, most likely. It's very possible this week, right? This is, there's still most of the week left. It just got started about a day ago. And I think this is going to be a big week that we're going to get a final confirmation because, again, there have been equal sides of bearishness and bullishness, I think, okay? And it fluctuates every day. Every time Bitcoin's above 36,000 US dollars, people are kind of bullish. Every time it's below 34,000, people are literally screaming that this is the beginning of a 2-year cataclysmic bear market or something. So both sides exist, and I think we're going to be getting our answer within the next 3 to 4 days. But at the very latest, I would say, again, like June 6th or 7th, I think we're going to be seeing it the very first week of this new month. And I think it'll be coming with this pattern. It'll be able to once and for all tell us, okay, that was the bottom. We're going to be moving up here. Or in fact, absolute carnage that will last much, much longer. And guys, as well, you guys already know my opinion. I personally think that this was the bottom at 30,000. And I think even, 28, 29,000 on different exchanges here. But that's my opinion on it. And this is just a make or break moment here. There is a clear consolidation pattern. You can even see it on this 4-hour chart. We just take this triangle. We can just draw the pattern like this. You can see this absolute perfect consolidation here with these lower highs, and then we have these higher lows. And it's just very clear. The price is consolidating so much, and the next move is going to be absolutely huge. At which point, I hope little Elon doesn't decide to dabble in Bitcoin and try to manipulate the markets again, which seems to be one of his biggest pleasures in life, is tweeting at the most key critical times for Bitcoin and then taking all the credit. But really all he did there was just make it a little bit worse than I think it would have been. Okay, it was already shaping up to be kind of bearish. He just happened to make it a lot worse. So let's hope over the next week Elon will stick to making out with robots and diddling some rockets so that Bitcoin price action can just be a little able to exist without absolute manipulation. So yeah, obviously as well, guys, looking at this chart, so far we have held kind of one of the worst case scenarios for a Fibonacci level, which is around 30,000. This was absolutely huge. It needed to hold. Ideally, for this market to be just a normal correction, a normal healthy correction, it should have held right here, and it obviously did not. So it went to the next level. And it even went slightly below, but at this point, good enough that this is good enough that the market can maintain and stabilize and continue up over the next few months. But again, guys, as I've been saying when I said this was the bottom, like 12 days ago or however long it was, it's still not going to be easy. It dropped so much and it broke so much support. And now we need to actually rebuild all of that, all the while breaking all of this resistance. So this is going to be a big test this upcoming week here. This is the pattern to watch, I believe. We have so many confirmed touches here, okay? Multiple touches here over the last like 12 days. So many here as well, here. And this is just going to be a make or break moment that I think will determine probably the next 1 to 2 months of Bitcoin's price action. So you guys are new to the channel, absolutely time-sensitive alerts as well, guys. Make sure to get your hardware wallets, any of the bonuses in the description below. And what an absolutely wild ride. I will be here no matter what because, guys, the real geniuses know the money is made in the bear markets while everybody is screaming saying that Bitcoin is gone, Bitcoin is dead. This little chupacabra is not going anywhere. Without any further ado, here's it for me. Bang, bang.